This is my second time doing this video, so it's going to be shorter. I'm just letting you know. If you've ever dealt with anyone with borderline personality disorder or bipolar or one of the personality disorders, and you feel like you've been walking on eggshells, try this. It's just something that came up today. So they're going back and forth with, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. You know, they're just constantly complaining. So try saying just over and over again, I hear what you're saying. I understand you feel that way. I understand you are upset. I understand you're tired. I understand. Fill in the blank. The second thing you want to say is, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way. You didn't. I'm sorry you feel that way. So, likely when trauma happens, they're not seen or heard or validated in any way. They're in trauma. Something happened to them. And probably no one was there. They weren't seen or heard or understood or as these things were happening. So in order to heal from trauma, they have to be seen, heard, understood, something, so that they can release those emotions that are trapped inside. Anger, for example, bitterness. The third thing to say, I appreciate you for putting food on the table. I appreciate you for taking out the trash. So in that exchange, you've heard them, because they need to be heard, right? They need to be heard. So I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry you feel that way. And I appreciate you for something. And I'm saying this specifically for, maybe children living in the household of someone who has a personality disorder. But you could also been married or have been married to someone like that. So yeah, being around people like that, they need their story heard. And so it just tells me some sort of unresolved trauma that they have not processed, likely unwilling to process. So they need to be heard and validated. And if you have to be around them, you need some sort of skills and tools to help you maintain your sanity. So all I'm saying is just try it. That's the homework assignment that I gave someone today. I understand what you're saying. I'm sorry you feel that way. I appreciate you for working so hard to put a roof over our head. Whatever it is, find something and just try it. What you're trying to do there is get them out of the loop of, you didn't do this and you didn't. It just keeps going on. If you're dealing with someone who keeps going over the same thing over and over again, that's where they're stuck. And that's what they're trying to tell you. They're stuck, and that's what they're trying to tell you. So help them get unstuck, because they're not going to get it from anybody else, likely. So if you have to be around them, this is for your sanity. I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You're letting them know that you hear them. They weren't heard, likely, during the trauma. I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry you feel that way. That's what you're saying. I'm sorry that happened to you back then. Because that's what they didn't hear. And then the last thing is, I appreciate you for telling me this. Okay? I appreciate you for telling me this. I don't know. Try it. that is take two. This is as long as the first one. That was not my intention. This is today's wisdom from Yvonne.